Today I'm going to talk about how added sugars affect our future. The research question that I'm exploring is, does consumption of added sugar increase the risk of type 2 diabetes in young adults, and how can these factors be mitigated? In order to answer this question, we first have to know what added sugars are. Added sugars are sugar that is added during the processing of food. These usually include high fructose corn syrup, sucrose, fructose, syrup, and honey. These do not, however, include naturally occurring sugars, such as sugars found in fruit and vegetables. Where are added sugars found? These are usually found in sodas, juice, and artificially sweetened beverages, such as energy drinks. Desserts and sweets, such as pastries and pies and cakes, ice cream, candy, and also some condiments, such as ketchup. There are many negative side effects of consuming foods that contain added sugars. These include an increased risk of weight gain and obesity, high blood sugar and high blood pressure, insulin resistance, which can lead to type 2 diabetes, higher risk of cardiovascular disease, increases in chronic inflammation, fatty liver disease, and an increased risk of heart attack. Some other important information to note is that the daily value of added sugars is 50 grams per day based on the 2,000 calorie diet. The amount of added sugar consumed per day, on average by young adults and adolescents, is maximum 6 teaspoons per day. However, the average daily intake of added sugars in 2024 to 2025 was 17 teaspoons per day, more than double the recommended intake. Consuming these high amounts of added sugar could incredibly increase the before said negative side effects. Here's some graphs that I found that show how added sugar and obesity in children leads to or could lead to the increase of type 2 diabetes. As previously stated, the amount of added sugar that young adults and adolescents have consumed over the past even 10 years has dramatically increased. This first figure shows the trends in obesity among children and adolescents. This shows that even between the years of 1963 and 2008, there was a large increase in young adults ages 12 to 19 years old in the percentage of obese children. Since increased consumption of added sugar leads to a higher rate of obesity and weight gain, this could be one of the factors that influences this leap in percentage. The graph to the right shows the incidence per 100,000 people per year in children and type 2 diabetes. As shown here, between the years of 1994 and 2014, there has also been an increase in the rate of type 2 diabetes. Putting these two graphs next to each other show the correlation between the trends in obesity amongst children and adolescents in the United States and the trends for the increase of type 2 diabetes. So how can we mitigate these factors? One of the things that schools have started doing is removing vending machines from their schools and promoting drinking water instead. Many schools have vending machines that supply students with sugary beverages such as sodas, energy drinks, juices, etc. So by removing the vending machines from schools and promoting drinking water instead, the factors of an increase in added sugar in the diet could start to be decreased because there is less access for these children in their schools of getting these harmful added sugars. The other way to mitigate these factors is through education. Children should be educated on the negative side effects of ingesting too many added sugars in their diet. This could be led by teachers, faculty, parents, or even as part of children's health class in schools. So, conclusions that I can draw here are reduce, replace, promote, and educate. This is to reduce the amount of added sugars in the diet of young adults and adolescents, replace it with healthier options, promote these healthier options, and educate children in why these healthier options are better for them and their health overall.